right, so we're going to try this again. We're back here at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida. Score tied at 2 games apiece. Ernesto Bayaua, Lance Schofield, Lance at the table here. Still having some internet connection issues here at Strokers. So we're trying some different workaround things. Hopefully this keeps us up. Do apologize for the inconvenience. But I can tell you it's no lack of effort on the back end by the folks trying to get it all straightened out. Ernesto Bayaua at the table here. This will be the final game of the 8-ball set. Hot seat match here. One of these players will advance to the final. The other will have to square off against the winner between Jacob Watson and Daniel Gamble.
Yeah, this is our final game of 8-ball here. So a huge game, right? I mean, take the lead into the 9-ball with the break. Now, do we know who's winning this match at 3-1 between Jacob and Dan?
I do not.
We'll know
the score
shortly,
of the
though.
Watson Gamble match. We'll see if we can get an update real quick.
All right, so Ernesto doesn't want to leave the 6 last, but trying to see. I think you just got to come up on the 3-ball, right? And if you get straight, you'll just move from the 1 to the 6. But if you get a little angle, you come across for the 6 then, because very easy to get on the 1 off of the 6. So I think it, I think the 1's, you're one you wait on here. After this 2-ball, I think you come up for the 3 now. Just gives you options. There's a lot of ways to do it, but I think that's correct. And if you get, kind of boinged a little bit on them, but if you get a little flat here on the 3, just make sure you gain an angle. There's a lot of open area above the 6, so coming 2 rails off the 1 to the 6 is not too tough.
Jeremy, quick score update on the Watson-Gamble match. Jacob Watson with a 3-1 lead over Dan Gamble.
Yeah, and Dan just won the last game of the 8-ball, so it's 3-2.
3-2 now, yeah.
So both these matches, Okay, so now this, in my opinion, was a little more difficult. I know he wanted to get more straight, so that would have made things easier. Now he's got to, can he come 1 rail and just bump the 14 and not have any worries getting on the 1, or is the 8 in the way? Does he have to go with inside English here? I think that's what he's doing, a bunch of inside, trying to clear the 1-3 rails probably. Oh, nice stroke there. Really good timing. And Jacob Watson takes a 3-2 lead into the 9-ball. It looks like Ernesto is probably going to do the same thing. So is our final 4 2 guys from Texas and 2 guys from Arkansas? Is that right? Oh, no, Hickory. That's right.
Yeah,
Dan's from Hickory. That's right.
Hickory, North Carolina. So, yeah, we got Texas, Arkansas, and North Carolina all in the mix in the final 4.
Yeah, the South representing here. We had 2 Florida champions last year.
That's right, we
with
did.
Jeannie and
Jason. Yeah, Jason Shearman.
There's our format. We're through the 8-ball side of things, and now on to the 9-ball.
Also worth noting, all 4 of the players that remain, Jeremy, have been in this event prior. All have some experience at the U.S. Amateur Championship. Lance Schofield was here last year. And then Jacob Watson, Dan Gamble, Ernesto Bayaua. All 3 of them have been here multiple times before. So sometimes that little bit of experience pays off. We were talking early, though, a little different than the last few years where we saw new players come in and kind of steamroll the competition here. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like any event, right? The longer it goes, the more coveted it seems to want to get that title. And, you know, I think, you know, how well the event is run, you know, that gets around. It's always going to be fun coming here to Florida in the winter. So just a lot of positive things here at the U.S. Amateurs. Makes the tournament's just a very attractive tournament to want to try and win. So and getting to step up your game, you know, with a free trip, entry fee and all that to, you know, something like the U.S. Open. Or he could cut this. Looks like that's maybe what he's doing. Maybe he's playing a safety. He's got to be careful if he's moving the 1 towards the 9, though. Always a little scary. I thought he could bank the 1 by the 8 and put him behind the 2-9, kind of bank the 1 back up table. Thought it laid okay to do that. It's a little tight banking the 1 by the 8, but even if you catch a hair of the 8, should be okay. This is the shot I like. Don't baby it. That's the key. That way, if you catch a little piece of the 8, the 1 still goes away. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Welcome back to the folks picking us up on our Facebook feed. Again, we've been having some technical issues with the internet speed. So if you happen to lose us on Facebook, you might check our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/APA Leagues. Now is as good a time as any to go ahead and subscribe to that channel so you can get notifications. But for some chance you lose us on Facebook, you might check us on YouTube because we were able to get back over there a little bit quicker than we were on Facebook. So we'll keep our fingers crossed from here on out. We're pretty sure Jeremy didn't break anything.
No, I don't mess with that. No gaming for me. Atari was about the last one I played.
Yeah, except for the headsets. That's all we touch.
Yeah, actually trying to look, and I actually use a little something we've had, the Telestrator, which I think the only kick shot I see is like 4 rails to the backside of that 9. So, that 1, excuse me. I should probably be repositioning the 9 maybe. Yeah, sorry. We'll show it one more time. I think the only kick shot we have with a little better, a little more obvious, something like this to the back side of the 1. Really don't see much of anything else. That's why I think I'm try to reposition the 9 somehow. Maybe, I don't know, put the 9 on the 8, maybe in the 9. Maybe it goes, you can bank it on top of the 5 a little bit.
I think we're 4-2 now on the Watson Gamble match.
No, it's a pretty good shot. I know he's left it to where the combination's shootable, but not a hanger. Yeah, Watson up 4-2. So brilliant safety by Lance. Got him ball in hand. So first part of the plan accomplished. All right, probably, you know, you don't have to get super close to this, but probably wants to draw 1 rail, kind of going towards the 7 with the cue ball a little bit, get a little closer to the 2 ball. Not saying he has to get closer to it, but getting shape on that 3 really opens up the rack with the 4-6 a little in the way. So I'd be pretty aggressive with the cue ball here. Now, is he going to get over the 6? So little let up, maybe. So probably simplifies the 2 a little bit, takes a little more distance off the 3. 4's near the side, so easy cue ball movement on the 3 to the 4. Nice shot.
A lot of folks coming back to us on our Facebook feed. Again, we've had some technical issues. We were able to get back quicker on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/APA Leagues. So if you happen to lose us here on the Facebook feed, you might try over there. If we go down again, we may be down on both. We just won't know. But we were able to get back sooner over there. So just keep that in mind. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you get your notifications and things as we go live over there. But use that as your backup plan to follow today's coverage.
All right, really surveying from the 5 to the 6. Maybe he doesn't like the 8-9 combo, so wanting to get real good on the 6 to get proper on the 7. He got a little straight, so it's going to be drawing your ball. Don't think he can go forward. And I'll tell you what, Jacob Watson again after that first round match with a big comeback. Really putting a head of steam together here on the loser side, and now about to go up 5-2 on gamble. Oh, he hit that nice. That being Lance Schofield. Maybe overdrew it a little bit.
Maybe 5-2 on the Watson match, you said?
That's right.
Okay. Only 2 rounds remain after this current round. That'll be the 1-loss side. Looking for a spot in that final, and then, of course, the championship final, which would be an extended race to 11.
And
single elimination.
I was wondering if he had to ease that. Look at that. Went right in between the 8-9. And now he probably stuns into the 9 ball. I don't know if he can go forward to get on the combination or not. Okay, he's looking at just going above. A lot of players would be pretty comfortable like slow stunning the cue ball into the 9 and just kind of holding there on the 8. Nothing wrong with drawing above it though and cutting the 8 and going up and down. Just kind of preference here. Now look at that ball. If that shows you how much the table is kind of broke in a little bit, that ball kind of sprung off the side rail. So now a pretty thin 8 ball and maybe an awkward stretch here, Jason, maybe.
Yep, you can see.
Yeah. All right, natural position up and down the table. Oh, he's overcut it. Maybe the cue ball helps him. This could get below the 8 in a real awkward spot. Look at there.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, what do you do here? You could easily go up table with the cue ball and bring the 8 out away from the pocket a little bit. But still, you know, you kind of feel like your opponent's going to have the best of you doing that. I wonder if he tries to go just ticky the 8 and lay on top of the 8, somehow trying to keep him off the shot. Not sure really what else he has. Like I said, he can go up table, bringing the 8 out away from the pocket, but you may leave a bank, maybe leave a kiss shot on the 9. Yeah, I like this shot. This is the way I would go here, I think. Just bump the 8, go to the rail, and lay right on top of it. Again, I don't think that Lance can really do a whole lot from there. Now you may leave maybe some type of trick shot on the 9, maybe kiss shot or something. Yeah, his gut keeps telling him he needs to go this way, and I think that's correct. Okay, not bad. What does Lance do from here? Again, he could shave the 8 and go up table, but if he doesn't freeze the cue ball on the rail, I think Ernesto has a good chance to win the game, maybe with a bank shot or some type of kiss shot on the 9. Now he could just bump it and try and go to the bottom rail here and freeze back on the 8.
Now 5-3 in that Watson-Gamble match. Dan Gamble pulls within 2 games of Jacob Watson with the break.
Now the 8's not going to get a rail here, so you got to get the cue ball to the rail, and that happens a lot in nervy situations.
Oh, he's going to concede the
2 balls, yeah, with ball in hand.
Okay.
4-2 now for Bayaua. Ernesto, who can definitely break the balls when he wants to with a lot of power. We'll see what he's doing here as far as the 9-ball side of things. Nice break, made the corner ball. The 1 had a lot of power coming across the table. The 3A's gotten dead though, so he'll play some type of kiss shot off the 1 into the 3, making the 8. Oh. Now he's hitting it with left English because he wants the cue ball to escape after hitting the 3. Yeah, it may escape in a bad way. We'll see. Now Ernesto could play the cross corner bank if he wants. It's a type of bank, if you aim a little high, you really never hang it hitting the top part of the pocket. So it either goes in or kind of comes back to the end rail for a little bit of a safety. If he makes the bank, though, he may be able to get on the 2 where he can produce the 3 a little bit. He just played the safety. Missed it by a little bit, but got him over the 5. All right, trying to use the 5. Maybe the 1 gets tough. Pretty good shot there. Now Ernesto will try and use that same 5 ball. He'll chop on the 1 a little bit, trying to get it off the side rail to the bottom rail. And use a little touch and speed control here. Get behind the 5. That looks pretty good. If it dodges the 2, speed looks good. He's going to love that. With the 3 tied up, I like the 2 rail kick unless Lance isn't too comfortable with it. Only reason being is it's a pretty easy 2 rail kick for these guys. The 3's tied up anyways. Hate to see him foul right here trying to jump this ball. See where this ball settles at. Oof, that's a good roll there. If that settles over the pocket, not only is it easier, but dealing with that 3-7 may be easier as well. Now he's got to cut the 1. I don't know. Is he going into the 5 with the cue ball? Okay, the 1's a little easier than I thought. Now he's got a nice angle to draw into the 3-7. Now you do want to hit the rail first here, not ball first on the 7. That way the cue ball gets freed up like that. Now you may not come away with as much shot. He's got a kiss shot on the 7 that plays, coming off the left side of the 3. Be a harder one not to shoot at, really, because it's such an easy one to make. So if he's hitting down on this, probably plays the 7. Okay, it looks like he's going for the safety maybe. Oh, watch out, cue ball. Watch out, cue ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the 3 had gotten across much further than he wanted. So probably why the cue ball didn't hit the line he wanted either. Didn't get the contact on the 3.
Jacob Watson now on the hill. 6-3 lead his match with Dan Gamble. He'll have the break and a chance to wrap things up over there. As Lance Schofield tries to narrow the gap between he and Ernesto Bayaua. That's not going to help.
No. Kind of saw that a few times in his loss on the winner side. That seems like his tempo, more of a little firm, is better. Like the last shot he made, when he lets up a little bit, maybe a little more tendency to miss. But could just be today. That's just how pool is. Some days you're overcutting them. Some days you're undercutting them. Now Ernesto a little flat, not a ton of angle, but
If you're just joining us, you're watching coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship from Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida. This event produced by the American Pool Players Association. Our streaming coverage brought to you by our friends at pooldog.com. Ernesto pockets at 7.
Looks like speed's pretty good. It's nice to be tall. Reach this easily. I think, anyways.
Well, I was looking at this Watson-Gamble match. If there was ever a disparity in height, look at that match.
I thought about it earlier. Well, it made me think about it as Jacob was just actually got next to Dan's cue. So it was
taller, yeah.
Yeah, the cue's like
69 inches.
Yeah.
All right.
5-2 for
5-2 lead for Ernesto.
Yeah. So Lance will have to shake off that mistake there with ball in hand and really kind of hope for a shot. I mean, it seems like the balls are breaking well here in the 9-ball, and Ernesto certainly possesses a good break. Super talented guy, Ernesto. Know him real well. You wouldn't believe how good of a bowler he is as well.
That
Does
doesn't
it all.
surprise me.
Does
Doesn't
it all,
surprise
that
me,
guy.
yeah. Pretty good card player, I've heard, too.
Yeah, great dealer. He dealt cards for many years, and Houston is a big hot spot for poker. So.
Well, he's playing as well as I've seen him play in a long time on the final day here at USAM. Really putting himself in a position to try to secure his second title. If he can finish off this match, he will be in the final.
All right, made a ball. Missed the one a little bit. He wanted a little more flush hit. Now he's going to be snookered on the one and a very difficult rollout. In fact, I'm not sure where you roll out. Maybe a jump shot.
Got that 3-ball in the break.
Jacob Watson at the table with a pretty good shot on the 3 and up 6-3. Trying to get in the final 3. So.
And that would be his top finish ever at the U.S. Amateur Championship, I believe.
Yeah, and he's a tough player.
He's not going to be content with that either. If he wins this match, he's looked real good since that comeback in the early round this morning.
Yeah, and real tough guy to come back on, it looked like to me from what I saw yesterday from, forget his last name, starts with an S, the tall man from Canada.
Patrowicz.
Patrowicz. Oh, Patrowicz.
Mike Patrowicz.
Okay.
We think
It's
we're
a
saying
P.
that relatively
Yeah.
correct. Patrowicz.
It's in the ballpark. Okay, that's what I kind of thought, a jump shot. I mean, Ernesto knows he's a little underdog, but not too bad. But he was a huge underdog rolling out and letting his opponent, Lance Schofield, see the one. Watch out, cue ball. Wow, he hit that too sweet to get a scratch like that. Okay, so Lance has got to get her going. The 2-4-5, pretty easy. The 6-7, the real work.
You made a comment earlier about Lance's earlier match, and I think you referenced it as the one-loss side, but he's actually undefeated. Some folks had some questions about that. It was actually his earlier match against.
Yeah. He won Hill.
Yeah, he did end up winning that.
Schwager,
yes.
Schwager, yeah.
But he did miss some shots he should have made, and kind of benefited late in that match from some mistakes by Schwager. But it's good to know the folks are paying attention.
Yeah.
They're hanging on every word, Double J.
That's good. I can certainly make plenty of mistakes.
We are playing on all 9-foot tables here at the U.S. Amateur Championship.
And Jacob Watson with a chip-in 9-ball to advance.
Wow.
Lance Schofield in a great position here to cut this lead. It's going to bounce a little bit, so it's going to get a little thinner on the 7 than he wanted, I think, but still a cuttable shot. Right-hander can reach it.
As you said, Jeremy, Jacob Watson wins 7-3 over Dan Gamble. Gamble will finish in 4th place in this year's U.S. Amateur Championship. Jacob's going to take on the loser of this match. The winner will move to the final round. The loser here will have to square off with Jacob for that last spot in the championship.
Yeah, and a guy who's rolling, really. Oh, okay, I thought he may have caught that a hair thick, but now 5-3 it should be here in just a moment.
If you're interested in competing in next year's U.S. Amateur Championship, the entry window, that is the place you sign up, that is now open on our website. Go to poolplayers.com and do that. Sign up. Get assigned to a preliminary round. And the top finishers in the preliminary rounds advance to the championship rounds. Schofield will have the break here.
He's had that same break spot, 8-ball and 9. Corner ball's been going a lot on this table from that side, though. A little high there. 9-ball got kicked. Watch out, side pocket. Side pocket. There we go.
Got it. Woo.
Pays to hit him.
5-4 very quickly, Lance Schofield. Draws even closer.
Yeah, a couple ricochets here and there and a cross-side bank on the 9. Followed that 4-ball right in the side.
Yeah, I saw that coming all the way across the table. Like slow motion. All right, TikTokers. APA Pool is the place to be. Make sure you give us a follow. We're not going to let Jeremy Jones eat again until you do. And he's hungry.
Yeah. It's hard not to be hungry in strokers, I'll tell you that. I get my daily Gulf shrimp. I don't know who Freddie is, but I sure like to shake his hand.
We should give a shout out to the folks here at Strokers too. Been taking great care of all of us, all the participants, and all of our staff.
9-ball.
9-ball moving again. Just got a little detoured.
Cue ball got kissed too, though. Pretty unfortunate kiss, but now Ernesto should set the cue ball up to just draw up behind the 7 for the 2 in the corner. 4's near, 5's in the side. This very runnable rack to get on the heel for Ernesto. And ball in hand makes the percentages go way up. Did he get straight enough here? Doesn't really want much angle on this 2 and have to move the cue ball. And you can see a little shake of the head there. Not a problem. But when you get away from the plan, you just got to kind of regroup mentally a little bit. He can certainly, now the 4 doesn't go past the 6, so if he can't hold for the lower left corner, he's got to roll forward, take the 4 on the side or the upper corner. Now Ernesto will aim low a lot and drag the cue ball. Oh, he could. All right, so he caught the 4 just a little bit, so the side pocket I don't think is available. Plus, I think the corner's better anyways. Get you easy position on the 5 in the side. Now, when you have a nice angle right here, you don't have to really kill it too much to move the ball. He would have liked to add more on the cue ball than that. He's got to kind of roll this now and kind of slowly off the 8. Now, the one thing is the 7's down table a little bit, so if he falls straight in near the rail, it could be a problem. All right, he's gotten on the rail but has an angle, so that's going to help. All right, getting a little straightish. So does he draw back past the 8? He's got a big stroke, so it doesn't take much for him to draw the ball 3-4 feet. I think he's supposed to here also. Best he can do otherwise is really just kind of stop his ball for the 8. And I'm not one to move the ball too much, but I think this is the spot to do so. Oh, he went with top inside. Watch out. The speed control. It's going to get real funny. And he put a beautiful swing on it. It was just a little heavy.
Ernesto won this event back in 2011.
Been that long ago, huh?
11 years ago.
I remember congratulating him when he won it.
I think at the time he was kind of a relatively unknown. Might have been his first year here. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look, but
it was one of his early years there.
He was one of those guys
that
kind of comes out of nowhere, and then he's been here ever since. It seems like every year he's here. And
yeah, and he's made noise out west in the APA as well.
Yeah, he's actually the reigning 8-Ball Classic champion as well, and the highest tier of that event. Won that title back in August.
Yeah, did he win the 9-ball before also out there? Or I thought he had won another
won
singles.
Multiple singles titles. I don't know if he's won the 9-ball title though.
Yeah, maybe just 2 8-balls. Because I thought he had won the APA.
I should know this
6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
All the time. Every time I talk to him, he wants to make sure I'm updated on all his titles.
All right, look at that. Now elevating him there is going to help a lot. I think you're going to see Lance maybe go for the cross corner with, like we talked about, a little backdoor safety, trying to use the 9 if he misses.
Okay, so he's won the 8-Ball Classic 3 times.
Is it 3 times?
2015, okay. 2018, and then this past year. And he's also been on a Masters team that won in 2018. So,
yeah.
But no 9-ball titles in there.
Yeah.
He's got the mixed format titles, and he's got the 8-ball titles. No 9-ball titles. So, didn't we start in the 9-ball set in this match? Was it? We started in the 8-ball set.
No, we started in the 8-ball.
Was that the last match we did?
Yeah, last one with.
That's right.
Schwager.
No, it was Sykes.
Oh, was
Corey
it Sykes?
Yeah, I remember Sykes. Sykes.
Oh yeah, the kid that lost Hill to Ernesto.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because he made a good comeback in the 9-ball against Ernesto.
I'd go for this
already. Yeah.
Been a busy day already.
My internet and my head's down. So. Okay. Pretty standard. I mean, now Ernesto has to make a real decision here. Do I try to hit his left side of the 8, put the 8 up behind the 9, run the cue ball up 2 rails, maybe near that chalk that's on the top rail there on the left side? Do I go for the bank? The bank just doesn't look that appealing to me. I think I got to make my opponent earn it here, trying to put the 8 behind the 9. Like I said, cue ball up in the left corner. The 8's going to bounce a little on him. Now he's got the cue ball in a great. I thought it was going to get to the end rail, but it didn't. So he's got to come with a long one, but it is makeable.
He's had some trouble with this pocket, though. We've seen today.
Yeah. It's amazing, in my opinion anyway, what causes a lot of misses with players, and it's the same with pros along with these guys. When they hit the ball well, they look very much similar, and when mistakes happen, it's very similar. A little tester here, Jason.
No problem with the pocket there. Pocket's at 9 in the corner and ties this match up, folks. 5 games apiece here at the U.S. Amateur Championship. The hot seat match.
That's huge, of course.
Schofield will have the break. It has been a day of close matches, Mr. Jones.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we've, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to open that went Hill. Jacob just won in 7-3.
That might be the biggest
the other one
gap in score that we've
No movement there. He's made a few. The cue ball's going to be okay. Going to be a little off angle on the 2. Possibility anyways.
1 and the 6 are off the table.
I almost feel like cutting it in the side looks like the shot. Even if you have to really work the cue ball with some side spin or maybe some draw, he may be able to just follow it and still beat the scratch. Cue ball's going to have a little speed. Oh, nice shot. If he beats the 7. All right, he's not going to mind this. Deserved a little bit of a bump and a nice shot on the 3. Really made a nice shot on the 2. You don't have to draw back behind the 4 so much. You can draw back and cut the 4 in and work the cue ball a couple rails for the 5. Okay, he's in a good spot. Most would just draw back between the 7, 8. I don't think he goes to the rail here. You want to draw this ball. I wouldn't try to like really move the cue ball a ton. Just what the shot gives me.